What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about which cars should you unbox. Let's get right into it. So first we're going to start with some basic cars and then we're going to move on to premiums and more fancy stuff. So you just went to the store and you picked up some nice cars and you don't really know which ones should I unbox because some of them might be more rare and some of them might lose their value. So we're going to start off with this Honda Civic right here. This Civic was very popular in 2022. Not only it was popular, but also it was the mainline edition of a Super. If you guys don't know what that is, check out my previous videos. At the moment, that video has almost 700 views, so thank you guys for that. But hopefully this one will shoot up there, a couple hundred views. So judging by this car is a mainline of a Super, and it was very popular and everybody wanted it because it's, Honda, all about, drifter and Turner cars. It actually, price went up on the mainline version of it, which was kind of surprising. And I have a lot of the mainlines of this particular car. So now you just came back from the store and you're wondering, should I open up this car or not? Well, there's multiple different factors. If you're a YouTuber, obviously you're going to want to open it because you could not only create content on it, but also you could enjoy it out of the box. The benefits of it being out of the box like this is obviously you could use it on the track, you could, put it on a shelf, you could do a whole bunch of cool stuff with it, versus in here it's kind of just limited into the little space that it's in. So by taking it out of the box, you could definitely damage it, and that will greatly decrease the price. So I always take care of all my cars that I unbox. Now, as you can see, I have one out of the box, one in the box. We're going to do like a quick little thing on why do I have one out of the box, one in the box. So the reason why I have one out is, one, I'm a YouTuber and I like to collect those. Two is, it is one of my, favorite Civics, and it is the mainline of the Super, and I'm trying to unbox every single mainline of Super of 2022. I'm only missing one. So I'm kind of building a set that could be worth quite a lot of money. Some reasons to open the car is because you're building an open collection, and some reasons to leave the car in the box is because you're trying to build an in-the-box collection. It really depends on what you're trying to do. Some people intentionally take rare cars and open them just to sell them. So one thing I do before I unbox all of my cars, if they look rare, is I will look it up on eBay and I will see if it's going for a lot of money, and if it's going for a lot of money, I probably will leave it in the box. Anything that sells for 99 cents, like all of these main lines here and this one treasure hunt, is probably not going to be too detrimental to open because they don't really resell for too much unless it's a really rare car like a Bugatti or a Lamborghini or a treasure hunt. So obviously this Porsche, Lamborghini, treasure hunt. So this Porsche I kept in the box because I only found one this year. And I know that people were going crazy over this car because it's such like a clean pattern and a clean paint finish. And I do already have a Porsche 911 GT3 in the box, so I decided to keep this one in the box because people were going crazy over it. So once again, stuff that is trending is obviously going to be something that you're probably going to want to leave in the box. Next, we have this Porsche here, which the reason why I left it in the box is because it was reselling for a decent amount on eBay. So I left it in there, and I probably will unbox it soon on the channel. That's something that's really not worth that much in the long run, versus something like this is really not going to be worth much in the long run. This is a 2022 H-Case treasure hunt. And the treasure hunts are really kind of like a thing that's trending. People who are missing this treasure hunt of 2022, they want to get their hands on it. They couldn't find it in the stores, especially this one because there's a lot of factory theft. You should probably sell 90% of your treasure hunts the year you buy them. Because in 20 years, nobody's really going to be looking for a 2022 duck and roll treasure hunt. But now if you have multiple of them, you could keep one for long term, you could take a couple and sell them, and then you could take one and unbox it, especially if you have a YouTube channel. That'd be cool to have an entire unboxed set of 2022 treasure hunts. Now, this Lamborghini right here, obviously it's a Lamborghini that greatly increases the price. It's a Liberty Walk wide body that even more greatly increases the price. And it's a clean paint finish with the white and black. This is going to be a really good car to keep in the box, especially because I already have one of these opened in a different paint color. So my recommendations is, if you really want to unbox this Lamborghini and you only have one of them, unbox it, because honestly, you could always sell it on eBay for more money than you bought it for, especially if you could take good care of it. Something like this, I wouldn't recommend unboxing because it's taking the value of the treasure hunt and lowering it by a lot because it's out of the box. Really, I don't see a lot of people wanting to buy opened treasure hunts. They want to buy more open supers, but that could just be, you know, what's trending at the moment. But I really wouldn't recommend opening up a treasure hunt because unless it's something like you really, really want it, you're building a set, then open it. But if you're just fooling around, don't open it because it's just going to greatly decrease the price. Something like this, honestly, if you really like it, open it because it wasn't too expensive this year. It could be selling in around 10 bucks on eBay or whatever it is right now. Something like this, you should just unbox it. The Porsche Panamera Turbo SE, just unbox it, have fun with it. It's not really going to be too big of a deal. Now moving on to premiums. Now, these two cars right here are kind of like a mini jackpot, I'd say. This car on the left here, Koenigsegg Jura R, I knew once that hit the stores, it was going to go crazy because they haven't released a Koenigsegg Jura R in Hot Wheels form ever since the Need for Speed one back in like 2013 or whatever it was. It was so long ago. So I already knew that this was going to go crazy. And then on top of that, the nice paint finish, and it's part of the Boulevard set, I knew it was going to go crazy. So I did wind up getting 3 or 4 of these, which is really, really lucky. Because now it's like you can't even find any premiums with how many, you know, collectors there are out there. But I did wind up with 3 or 4 of these, so I said, you know what, this is such a nice car, and I didn't have a Koenigsegg opened. I said I have to open it. And honestly, that's okay, because I have a couple more in the box. I could keep one for long term, sell one, do whatever I want. But if you only have one of them, you really, really want to open it. On that particular car, you probably shouldn't, because that thing could be selling for 30 and up on eBay. Now, this car on the right here is a Nissan Skyline R33, and the reason why I opened this is because I was building a Skyline set. Not really to resell, but just for myself because I love Skylines. Now, this car, I probably wasn't the wisest idea to open, but since I was building a set, obviously I opened it. Now, this car definitely would have sold for more in the box because it's a Skyline and it's an older Fast and Furious set, and it's just something that's trending. So, if you only had one of them, I wouldn't open it. Now we move on to these two. These two I found in the stores by myself, and I spent my own money on these two. They were both a decent amount of money, considering that they're premium and they're Skylines. But the reason why I said, take my money and let me have this, is because they're both Skyline sets. And this right here is going for 30 bucks, some lower, some higher, you know, around that price. And I bought it for around 14, I think it was, with tax. And then this was a little bit cheaper. And I think this one is close to 50, if I remember, or I was close to 50 the last time I checked. I did check a long time ago. But the Skylines, if you see Skylines, no matter what it is, I'd pick it up. Even if it's an R30, which is an old model. Now, unboxing these, I got one Team Transport set unboxed of this Skyline, and I have one in the box. So I'm going to sell this one soon because it's very trending at the moment, and I want to get my money back because it's quite expensive. This, I only had one of this particular set right here, and I do love Skylines, but I already have an R32 opened, and I already have an R34 open, so there really was no point for me to open this. But I don't have an R32 Premium or an R34 Premium, so it was very tempting, but just at how high the price is, I really can't get myself to open this. Now we have the big boy finish. Quite obviously, this is a do not open, because it is supercars inside of a nice set and they're premium. And if you have multiple of them, you could open one because you're definitely doubling your money really either way. If you keep these in the set and you sell the entire box, people aren't really buying it for the truck. They're buying it obviously for the cars. So if you sell the whole set, you're getting easily 50 bucks out of this. If you sell them individually, it's still going to be worth a lot of money because they're only going to make this McLaren Speedtail in orange with the back wheel, you know, chrome and the front wheel not chrome, and the black Koenigsegg and the, you know, black or dark blue, light blue Bugatti Chiron. They're only going to make that in this set, and it's really going to be exclusive. So you could sell these individually still for a big profit, but it's not nearly going to be as much as in the box, especially in the long run. But me being a crazy collector, I am just eyeing that Bugatti Chiron, and I want to open that up so badly because that is so clean, and they did such an amazing job on that in the premium form. I don't have it open in premium. I don't have it in the box in premium. I only have the mainline edition back from like 2019 or 2020. I think it was in both those 2 years. So this is definitely a do not open, but for me, I'm unboxing this on my channel, probably in my next video. Maybe in my next two videos, I don't know what it's going to be. But I'm doing a special strategy with this particular set. If you want to keep the value of this set and still open it, this is what you have to do. So there's tape on both sides of these cardboard flaps here. And if I cut the tape, it's really not going to lower the value that much because it's still a brand new set. If I could open the box carefully, pull the cars out, take them out, put them back in and close the box, it's still a brand new set. So you're not really losing any money on that. And for me, I'm getting content out of it. I'm making a cool video. You guys are getting a review on the cars. And I get to enjoy the cars out of the box. And when I want to keep them in there long term, I'll put them back in the box. So if you're worried about losing money on opening up these cars, here's the conclusion. A mainline, you're pretty much safe to open. A treasure hunt, do not open, you're losing a lot of money. A rare premium like this, do not open, you're losing a lot of money unless you have multiple of them and it's really a car you like. A set like this, do not open. A set like this, do not open. A set like this, do not open. It's kind of quite obvious with these Skylines and exotic names. Do not open, and you will just make more money. You could even do this. You could buy a Skyline set like this, don't open it, sell it on eBay, and then buy an open Skyline set, and there you go. You made money, and now you have an open Skyline set. So you got to be, you know, a little bit strategic with it. But at the conclusion, if it looks exotic, probably shouldn't open it. Research it on YouTube, on eBay, see if it's trending, see if people are buying it, if it's hard to get. Probably shouldn't open it. So with that, I hope you guys learned something. If you didn't, comment down below. I'll answer it. It's probably not going to get hundreds of comments, so I'll definitely be able to respond to it. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for getting me almost 1,000 views on my last video. Other videos are blowing up now. Please subscribe because these videos take me a long time to plan and edit and do the thumbnail. It's just a lot of work, and me being very busy, it's hard to do. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.